What up, fuckers, and welcome back to another exciting edition of them hard motherfucking feelings.
Hard feelings.
I'm your host, Hank Foley, coming at you from the icebox this week, where it's
yeah.
fucking chilly willy penguin bones in here.
Back in the freezer, gang.
We're back from Los Angeles. My co-host coming at you from across the table. He's got the ops going crazy. Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan.
What up, gang? Shout out to the motherfucking Hemis.
Best in the biz.
Ladies and gents, we fucking love you.
Love
said
you.
it once, said it 2, 3, 4, 5 billion times. I said it as many times as hours of content there are on this goddamn website.
Mm-hmm.
We fucking love you. The lifeblood of the organization is shareholders, the fucking CEOs, the board members, the whole nine. Your board of directors.
If you haven't checked it out, check out that hot dog showdown.
I'm sure I was
the
talking it
Patreon.
down. People were loving it.
Oh, I do like a DZ, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else I like? Good kid, good friend of ours. T-Bone McScruffin's Toby McMullen,
Oh, you said in
everybody.
the car on the ride over.
What the hell?
I
Piece of
mean,
shit.
he had a few.
When do I get to do your hair, by the way? When are we going to do this?
Wait, hang on. No curveballs.
Yeah,
no
curveball,
distractions. You were
curveball.
talking trash in the car?
He's lying.
There was no radio was broken. What do you want from
Fuck,
me?
it's a couple of close
I was on
friends of mine, huh?
2%. I had to do something. When are you going to let me do your hair? How are we going to do this?
Whenever you want.
Huh?
All right.
On camera?
Of course. I'm not gonna not do it on camera.
You gotta monetize this thing.
Yeah, what the? Oh, just make me look like an asshole for free? No way.
So we got to wash and blow dry you.
You can't blow dry it
Let me
Why?
worry about that.
because it explodes.
That's part of the.
I'll look like Dilbert's girlfriend with a triangle
That's
hair.
a deep cut.
Who's Dilbert?
The cartoon.
The guy with the glasses that worked in the office?
Yeah, hardworking guy.
He was getting laid?
Plight of the working man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I want to say this before we get started.
Please,
Um,
a few words.
We're back in the icebox, fresh off the tour, the run.
Hell of a run. Oh, sorry about that.
The one thing that warmed my heart more than anything, while we were on tour, obviously seeing everybody, the shows, all that stuff. Can't thank everybody enough. In the green room at San Diego, I threw on a little flick called Get Shorty.
Yeah.
And kids, let me tell you, I sucked them all in. There's nothing that makes me happier when a movie recommendation fucking sucks
Hits.
everybody in.
It's good.
I've
Dennis-
never seen it. It was captivating.
Dennis Farina, Danny DeVito, fucking what's her name? The lady from Lethal Weapon 3. God damn it, John Travolta. Fucking
Good flick.
Good flick.
Yeah.
Just a good fucking
was a good,
movie.
good
and everybody
green room
sat
hang.
down and watched it.
It's the most incredible run of shows we've ever had. And you're like, this one movie was pretty good.
I know. He's so fun. While the show was happening, I saw
When
it.
you, but when
I-
people like your movie recommendations, it means a lot to you.
Dude, I saw
It
his,
really does.
I saw his phone that next day, or like I grabbed it or something, and the notes app was open. It said "Green Room Get Shorty." That was, man.
You're looking at my
I
notes.
didn't look at. I was glancing through your text messages, and your notes app popped up.
Rene Russo, that's who was in it. Rene Russo and
yeah,
Delroy Lindo, who's one of the best actors working.
That's a made-up name, Delroy Lindo.
Delroy Lindo, he's great.
About to use Mazda off of Delroy Lindo.
I know that guy, Delroy Lindo.
I do not hard feelings with you, but
With me?
no hard feelings. Just
I got if you want to roll up the sleeves, I'll make something up. I don't care.
T-Bone, we're on the plane back from fucking Los Angeles, and we're sitting next to each other.
This
And
guy just manufactures beefs in his head. It's
I look
crazy.
over. He's watching a fucking tit flick. Titties everywhere. Family fucking liner.
It's not like I had it on my iPad. It was provided by Delta.
He's watching boobs.
No, what movie was that?
I don't know.
It wasn't
Debbie does something.
No, it was Debbie does Delta. It wasn't a boob. It wasn't a skin flick.
There was titties. It wasn't Fargo. It was something with some
That was
Titots
like
in it.
15 flights ago. I did watch Tulsa King, which I gotta be set.
Great.
That's perfectly. I texted you on the plane. I was about 9 IPAs deep.
I knew you were. I was like, Kimmy's texting me about Sly Stallone.
Oh, that's what I thought. That fucking flight attendant was a real fucking prick about my Bloody Mary orders.
Do you ever?
He
think,
was acting like he was giving to me for, like he was doing me a favor.
You ever think that you're just a prick? You got.
I wasn't. But then he caught on. He started bringing me a glass of vodka and a separate glass of
No,
tomato juice.
I saw how that went down.
You're always against me. It's like you
I'm
fucking
not
work for the fucking flight attendant.
I'm not against you. Would you ever notice you have beef with every fucking flight attendant?
Keep them
Did
coming.
you ever notice that?
I remember a few months ago when I was, 6 months ago when I was really boozing, I'd say, give me a double. They'd bring the fucking can of tomato juice, a cup with ice and a lime, and 2 airplane bottles.
Yeah, because they heard about you.
That's what I want.
They knew you were going to cause a stink.
That's what I
There's a note
want.
next to your frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, there's internal memos through
Yeah.
Delta. Have
Well, I
seen
tell you
this
what,
strat-
That's like your medical file. Once it goes in there, you can't get it out. Fucking drawing eyebrows on you, Uncle Leo.
I'll tell you this right now. I'm a gold member, fucking Delta guy. I better not hear any fucking bullshit.
Platinum.
I'll be
hit platinum.
I'll be platinum
Just
by fucking
happy to be
Thanksgiving.
here.
Just getting by.
If I got to fly to Dubai, I'm getting that platinum.
15 layovers on a Delta flight to Dubai. Do you think Delta flies it? Nah.
Why not?
They fly to, I ain't flying to Dubai. I don't think so.
I'm doing something. I'm getting platinum.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Especially with
something.
them changing all that shit up. I don't like that fucking shit at all.
Um,
But I'll tell you what. We talked about this on the plane. I know you don't have any experience with this back there with the fucking cargo
animal.
and the fucking chickens in a cage. Delta Airlines.
The burger they throw out.
They know
Is
their
crazy,
way
dude.
around a fucking cheeseburger.
It's perfectly bad, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's the best bad burger. Like, everything about it is okay, but so good.
I
It's
think
not
the
good.
bun's deep fried.
It's good.
Dude.
It's got a shell on it.
Toby.
Dude,
We were goofing around, talking,
Yeah, that was a
laughing.
good flight.
That thing hit the table. The silence. You could hear
You're
a
like
fucking
horses with blinders on, dude. Just fucking, fucking going. I almost ordered a side of fries. A couple more fries for me.
We were looking. I was looking at the bite, nice bite, dude. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, it was all right.
That's why they always run out of them.
You gotta get the burger early. If you're sitting in the back of first class, by the
Yeah.
time they get to you, they go, we got
Like
the,
fucking Taylor Swift tickets.
yeah, they're like, we got the shoe and the sponge. You're like, what? That's all.
Which, not that we're topical or whatever, but I don't know how I fucking feel about that whole thing. It's
I
a
don't
little
even, dude. I
annoying.
can't even talk about it. I not to cut you off, but like, I can't. It's
That
everywhere.
guy's fucking everywhere.
It doesn't. Let's not even be those guys. We're not. What are we going to talk about? Britney Spears next? What do you want?
I was rooting for the Jets.
Well, you guys were enjoying delicious burgers in first class on the way to
Sure.
New York. I left the boys at 4:45 a.m. to go to Vegas, baby.
that was the stupidest move.
It was great.
No, just the 4:45 a.m.
There's
flight.
no direct flights from San Diego.
The
to
twins
Los-
said they would drive you.
Yeah, but then that's a whole thing.
What, you want to hang with the twins?
I love them. I love them to death. But now they're in my
They
room.
could share a pass.
Yeah, no shit. Those two are up to something.
They're
They
good
work
shit.
for some deep state government agency.
There was a lot of comments of the twins on the roof of the house tour. They were up there playing full size chess. The twins are Toby's. I don't know if you don't know the backstory. They're Toby's boys from Chicago. All time guys.
Yeah.
You look at them and you're like, these guys ain't gonna be my. Just visually, we're different, but they're fucking great fucking dudes.
If I was
good
gonna have,
friends to have in your
if I was gonna have
Best
somebody
dudes.
whacked, that's probably who I would call.
Any mission you have, these boys are down for.
Yeah.
You could take them to meet the president, or you could sleep on a floor, and they're down.
Toby's like, I got a 4:45 a.m. connecting flight from San Diego to LAX to Las Vegas, and they're like, we'll drive you. They're like, we got nothing. We got the van.
It's only 8 hours to take the back roads at no tolls.
They're just down, dude.
They're
They
awesome.
got a wide open schedule, and they're chilling.
And they're like raccoons. They took all the eggs, all
I
the
know.
bacon, all the stuff
Yeah.
that we were leaving at the Airbnb. Shout out to the twins.
And happy to do it.
who are card carrying homies, by the way.
Yes,
The
sir.
twins are.
Really?
Well, obviously they share an account.
Shout out to the boys. Just a good
They
hang.
share headphones too. I think.
And I think I said this in the green room at
L.A.
at the Regent. Comfortable bringing them anywhere. Comfortable. Any circles. I'd be more worried about myself. Embarrassing myself.
They're the greatest, dude. But going to Skankfest after that run that we did felt like those super marathon guys who run 100 miles to the start of the marathon.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone's showing up like, woof, like, oh, this is gonna be a long weekend. And I'm like, bitch, I'm in fight
full
shape.
stride, dude. Let's go.
Dog, I got there at I got to Vegas 9:45 a.m. Went early check-in, easy peasy, and then I just handled it like we handle our shit. Instacart order with everything that I need
Smart.
for
In a hotel room?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Bunch of water, sunscreen, gum, all the shit you need, man. It was great.
Dude, that was wild. That was like a fucking bicycle race. You should have had an Outback driving next to you with a bunch of different
handing you water bottles and shit.
Spare vans and black jeans up
Yeah.
on the hood.
I couldn't have done it. I just exhaustion-wise. Then I fucking get back to New York, and I get fucking flush with like 2 a.m. So I come home. I'm like, I just want to fucking. I don't realize how much that takes it out of me. That 12-day. I'm like, I get home. I'm like, oh, I'll get a decent night's sleep. I was fucked up from the time. The time was 3 hours. It's like I didn't get to bed till 2:30, and I got the fucking dog waking me up at 7. And I'm like, I couldn't get off the couch. The wife has family in town. She's like, we're going out to lunch. I'm like, babe, I physically cannot get off. My body is shutting the F down.
I love that.
It was great.
You guys go ahead.
I did so we got back Thursday night, right?
Thursday night.
Thursday night, 11. Do we get back to JFK? It is pouring rain. 20 minutes for an Uber to fucking it's pouring rain. He's got to take a Pelican, and he's not fucking happy about it. He was like, oh, who's taking this Pelican? And when he does that, because I'm typically the guy who jumps on the grenade with that
I just
stuff.
pictured you at like a fucking hotel pool in Vegas. Like, hey!
You were not far off, my dude.
doing chicken fights and shit.
For the listener, the Pelican is the big plastic case that we carry they're about 65 pounds.
They are not light.
And to get
I'm
them through
dragging
New
a bunch
York-
of small AYG t-shirts through JFK Airport.
Hey, we should have known our target demo. We're gonna come home with too many smalls. So I had to take a mean poop when we landed in JF. It was rough.
You
bad.
disappeared. You pulled a Toby a little bit.
No, I said to somebody, I got to take it. I'm like, I'm not making it out of this terminal.
That
I'm
was-
definitely not making it home.
That was a long poop.
It was bad too. The floor was flooded in there. I was behind enemy lines. Dude, to be pooping in that kind of in a bathroom in that kind of condition in New York is, I'm home.
Jammed
I
up
traveled
city.
all over the fucking country. I'm fucking 30 minutes from my house, and I'm doing a bad away game.
It's that burger.
Burger and the 15 IPAs again.
Burger and the nudie mags you were looking at.
What fucking movie was that?
Showgirls.
No.
No, I would have put Showgirls on. First of all, it's not on a Delta flight.
Striptease. I don't know.
It was like a casual movie. It wasn't like a fucking.
It's Porky's.
No.
Come on.
Man, Porky's when I was a kid. A boy, young Kim Cattrall.
But I fucking lost. I don't know if I told you. I lost it at the fucking. I went to a Hudson News.
Oh yeah, you told us this. You freaked out.
I fucking lost it in a Hudson News.
Almost got tased by TSA.
Bad. So I poop. I'm stopping to get a water and a DC for the ride home. Get my energy levels up, replenish, get my, sober up a little bit. And there's 4 self-checkout counters, right? I go to the first one, I ring it up, I go to pay. The machine's the computer's working, but the card reader's not. The card reader's just blank, not even turned on. So I'm like, all right, so I go to the next one, and it's saying not working. I go to the next. I try all 4 of them, and now the line's like 10 people deep. There's a guy who, can barely read is the cashier, not caring that he's there, just fucking chilling, not even caring that there's a line. I go through all 4 of them, none of them work. So I go stand at the back of the line. I get to the back of the line, 5-10 minutes. It's like egregiously long, but it's doing that thing of like, I'm already here, I'm invested, it's pouring, just fucking get your shit here so you don't have to fucking go out when you get home. And I'm the next guy. I'm walking up, and there's tourists who don't understand the money in front of you, and they're like, what's this? They're trying to pay with Deutschmarks and shit. You're like, just fucking use a card and get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, the way you French fuck.
And he gets up to me, he goes, are you paying with a card? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, you can use the self-checkouts. I'm like, yeah, man, I know they're not working. You just ring me up. He goes, nah, if you're paying with a card, you can pay with these. I'm like,
Are you there at the...
I'm at the guy. My stuff's on the counter.
What the fuck was he going to do?
He's like, I go, no, they're not working. He goes, I'll show you how to use them. I went, oh. All right, buddy, you're down an account already. Kippy's been traveling for 12 days. He needs a heater. I just did a fucking 6-hour flight with fucking 9 beers and no heaters.
45-minute dump.
Oh, yeah, kid needs to replenish a little bit.
It's like a Thanksgiving dinner.
So, oh, yeah, dude. I'm all googly-eyed and sweating and shit, so I'm like, so he takes me over, and I'm fucking ringing this up, and it's got the QR code on it. First of all, I didn't like that he's like, oh, I can show you how to use it. It's like, I was a cashier my whole fucking life. I know how to fucking use this thing.
So you're not up to date on a new technology.
Red Vine tomatoes, 40.88.
Let's go.
Let's go. No, that might be pepper. No, 4664. My apologize. 40.88 is red bell peppers.
$400 for bell peppers?
They're by the pound.
Joy, were you working at?
It was organic. So I'm like, and then I'm like ringing. Then there's 2 guys standing behind me, like, oh, let's show the idiot how it works. And I'm ringing it, and it's ringing up the QR code, not the barcode. So it keeps going, wrong code, wrong code, wrong code.
Giving you tickets for Fleetwood Mac.
And I went,
no?
I went, this is fucking something. Not great. But the first words out of my mouth were, this is fucking.
Look at you.
And I'm like, and they're like, I'm like, what the fuck? Why doesn't it just fucking work? And I'm thinking like we're on hard feelings, and they're gonna be like, yeah, fuck that guy. I'm like, oh, I'm in the real world, and I'm yelling at these guys. This is not good. So I was like, guys, I'm real sorry. I had a long day of travel, real jammed up, all this stuff. Foley's dad died. It's been a whole thing.
I love you, buddy.
I'm like, this is horrible, Not, and I get that they weren't super cool. I was like, I fucked up. I snapped. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. I did apologize. They didn't really accept the apology, which I'm fine with.
Who rang you up? Did you ring you up?
I ended up doing it myself. They handed.
So it did work? Or did you get back behind the counter?
Put my apron on. No, they ended up getting the right whatever. They ended up kind of facilitating it and then left me alone. It was bad.
In a karmatic turn of events, I don't know if that's the right word.
No.
Karmatic? Karmatic.
Oh.
Is that where you bought your car?
It could be.
Karmatic.
That's Carvana.
Karmatic turn of events.
Karmatic, yeah.
Ooh.
The totality of a person's actions and conduct during successive incarnations regarding this. Oh, okay.
Wow, you nailed that.
That's a fucking haymaker right there. We were doing something downtown today. Me and Kippy. Guy walks up. We got coffees. We're having a heater. This guy walks up, put together guy, real nice. He goes, and you guys want $1 for a cigarette?
Which is the way to do it in New York. So it's just, if you come up, hey, can I get what? You got to offer.
You don't take the $1 ever.
You don't take it. You just go, oh, for sure. It's the offer. It's the. Yeah, I've been in that guy's situation.
Guy has like a folder and
notebook,
a book, whatever, and a fucking hot cup of fucking Starbucks coffee.
Full pike.
Trying
blend.
to light the cigarette. Coffee drops, gets all over Kippy's Jordans. Kippy doesn't say a word. It's all right. And man, you gave the fucking. You look like Ken Shamrock fucking.
What do you mean?
Sprawling out. You tried to get away from.
I got away from 90% of it.
But it got him.
It got my shoes.
Fucked up. Fucked up is Jordans, dog.
They're not Jordans.
Whatever.
They're Dizunks, boy.
They're Pippins.
Are they?
No, they're dunks. I'm a dunk man.
A pair of Steve Kerrs.
Got the fucking Scalabrinis on.
Oh, I got the Nash 3s.
Does he have sneakers?
No.
Nash? He probably had a shoe.
Yeah. Oh, this is probably a Sketcher or some shit.
No, he
probably a dress shoe.
Fucking Canadians. Steve Nash shoes.
Steve Nash formal wear. By the way, the fucking...
Oh, he does. He does have a comfy dress shoe. I swear to God, it's called Wolf and Shepherd. Wait, that's got to be him. Steve Nash's picks, comfy dress shoes, Wolf and Shepherd. What kind of shoes did Steve Nash play in? Was given his own courtesy. Nash would continue to wear Nike
slippers on a flight. That's what he got.
Yeah, he was a fucking two-time MVP.
By the way, your Whitney Houston pan that you gave me, that thing's chipping like an old fucking Chevrolet.
You've been bragging. You had the great pan.
That thing's slipping now, dude.
Oh, I'm sure that has nothing to do with you cooking with a jackhammer or whatever the fuck you do.
True.
I use a wooden spoon.
I scramble my eggs with a crowbar.
The guy did, and I handled that very well, I feel. I got away from it, and it was a very... You were mad. You weren't giving. You were like, you fucking. You kept giving me the eyes to be like, this fucking guy.
You want to know what I was mad at?
What?
I saw it happen, and I could have maybe saved it. I could have stopped it. I saw it going, but wasn't sure. When I said the coffee.
That was too late. Yeah. But the back of my head was blown off. There's a second shooter.
Kimmy, look out. In fact, you get that lighter back?
Just covered head to toe in coffee.
If I would have reacted a beat or two earlier, I could have grabbed it. But
It's
I might
okay.
have got it on him. It might have looked like I was making a move on him.
It was okay. That's kind of how I feel about life in a karmatic turn of events, as
Yeah.
you will. Hey, I don't operate great all the time, but also sometimes I really do.
Losing on some poor guy at a Hudson News trying to feed his family like a psycho because your Diet Coke wouldn't go through.
And the water and the pack of gum.
Love a pack of gum.
Yeah, but like I feel like there's times in life.
Did you just shout out packs of gum?
Man, talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I always wish I had a pack of gum,
Shout
and I
out
never
to
do.
Oxygen, gang.
Enjoying some right now. I was looking for gum a lot this trip. That's why I brought it up.
Okay.
Didn't have it. I was using cough drops. Ugh. That'll jam you up. You ever have a cough drop when you don't have a cough?
Yeah, I used to eat them like candy.
My dad did too. Out of nowhere, like, want a cough drop?
It's fucking August. What the fuck?
What's wrong with you? He's chewing on him.
I got another thing of me trying to be a nice guy. I'm trying, you know.
Don't jerk off to me.
Late night of spots down there in the West Village. It's about 2:40. I'm getting in a cab. 2:30. Getting in a cab.
Heading home?
Late night. Heading
That's
home.
a lonely feeling.
I have a pretty good.
There are some fucking dirt balls
Oh man,
shifting
yeah, they
around down
fucking
there.
yeah.
I had this poor guy walked up to me a couple of nights ago, just full booger and snot coming down his mouth. He's like, I talked to you for a second. I was like, what the
Toby was out of town.
Talk to me. So yeah, timeshare pitch? What are you talking about?
Yeah. A guy was out front smoking a heater earlier on, 10, 11 at night or whatever, between shows down there. And the bouncers down there at the Comedy Cellar, they run a tight ship.
Oh.
They're a no smell, no tell whiskey kind of
Presidential security level.
Dude, this guy came up, you mind? And he went he started to, ask for something or give the sales pitch. One of the bouncers from about 50 yards, fucking guy fucking jumped like a squirrel, dude. Fucking scurried off into the night. Get away from shit.
Like a cat with a cucumber behind him.
Yeah, it was very that. Oh, dude. You know
You
what?
ever see that shit?
Dude,
The best.
I'll do one better.
It's not nice to scare that key cats.
Did you ever see when they put the tinfoil on the kitchen counter and the coffee and the dining room tables and the cats jump up on? I don't think there's an animal that I've seen change its mind that quick from where it wants to be. Dude, it gets up on and it barely lands and it flies. Yeah, it's crazy. It looks like someone shoots it out of a cannon.
I watched like a minute and a half montage of that yesterday.
Me too. It's going around. It's in
With the tinfoil?
Oh, yeah.
They line the dude. It's great.
Good shit.
I'd be thrown out of my apartment if I did something like that.
It looks like the cat gets tased.
It does.
fun.
Dude, he jumps up. You're like, that cat can jump high. And then he does another 6 feet off the counter.
Oh, they can move, dude.
Yeah.
They're lions. Tigers.
Bears.
Okay.
Oh my. So my thing down there is because you get home late, right? You get home at 3:15, whatever, and in the a.m. I got the bird sleeping. I got the dog, and on nights like that, late nights, I'll just crash on the couch. Doors closed to the bedroom. I'm not coming in at fucking 3:15, changing my clothes,
Take
smelling
your jeans
like
off,
eaters.
leave them on the thing. You get your,
I
your,
leave
your
them on
boxers.
the desk. I got my boxers.
You have a blankie out there?
Yeah.
Do you have a bed pillow, or are you using the couch pillows?
Bed pillows. We have a reserve.
Oh,
We
okay.
keep in the closet in the living room because on those late. I mean, there is a good amount of late nights where she's like, she works on on Europe on German time. So there's sometimes where she's got to be up mad
24
early.
hours a day, 7 days a week.
Never stop, never surrender.
Fight to the last man.
There's times where it's like she's got to be up mad early, and I'm getting in at like fucking 2:30. So it's like I don't even. I'm like, and also then like.
Reeking like IPAs.
Oh
and
yeah, and it's
heaters.
just like I'm laying in bed smelling like a fucking ashtray, and then she wakes up, then the dog will get. It's just I got to creep past the dog, because the dog's in the kitchen, like there's a kitchen like a breakfast
making
room.
a pizza.
like you're robbing your own house.
That's whoa. Shoes come off in the hallway. Shoes and jacket come
He
off.
doesn't get up. He doesn't hear you and get up.
I'm I can sneak in and
I'm
out.
very, very sneaky,
I'm
sir.
very, very
I think
sneaky.
the dog's an idiot.
I wanted to write a bit. The only time my dog could protect us if another dog tried to break into my apartment. And anybody else can kind of walk in. It's
It's
got
not
to
bad if you're not using it.
it's
I'll
got to
bank
be
it.
a dog.
I wanted to say this before you get deeper into this. A good couch pillow is all right sometimes.
We got bad ones. She bought like dude, the
Really?
feather. They're like down, and the feathers come out.
Oh,
Poke in me.
dude.
It's and then you go.
It's
oh,
like you're shaving.
then you go. All right, let me flip it. The other side. That's even worse. It's just bad all around.
We never had
and the dog lays on them. I don't like that.
any. I didn't see a fucking down pillow or down comforter until I was in my fucking 20s. It was all, the plastic that was inside of it, or whatever it was.
We had one.
Those things, I remember fucking for like the first couple months that I had them, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is there a fucking scorpion in there? It's fucking sliced me.
We had it had to be expensive.
Pulling those out, though.
It's a good time. You feel like you're playing Operation.
Ooh, it's a good feeling.
You can feel it in your bones.
Then you pull it out, you're like, that's a fucking feather. That's fucked up.
My move recently is I've been taking the
sack of potatoes.
it's comfy.
Shout out to Orida.
Bag of russets.
The whole back pillow on the back of the couch, slide that to the armrest, and then you're laying on that fucker.
That also
I gotta
clears
have
out
a buffer.
that clears out the back so it makes it like a single bed.
Oh, yeah.
That's smart. If you're sleeping over someone's house and you got the couch, those back cushions come off, you can sprawl out.
What I do is I pull that out. That's my hug pillow. Sometimes I'll set it on the floor straight up so I can hug it like it's kneeling in front of me. I put little pillows on where my head is, and I take my leg and flop that other one down, and that's between my legs. And I am a night. That's the move.
Shut it down.
A new couch wouldn't kill me.
Okay.
Kind of over mine.
Okay. So I go to that 7-Eleven across the street.
At 2:40 in the morning?
You got to keep your head on
Are you
it.
out of your fucking mind?
Head on a swivvy in there, dude. You can't stop moving.
Dude.
You got to be cooking.
You're
you got to know where everything you
crazy.
want is.
It's the opposite of dinosaurs.
Yeah, you got to
Fucking
fucking
really move.
Dude.
Do you remember that? Remember when there was the DC sniper?
Yeah.
And he was shooting people, pumping gas.
Yeah.
And they said, this is how you should pump your gas. Like, see, don't stop moving. I'm like, buddy, just drive to the next town over. What are
I
you
forgot
doing?
that guy terrorized people.
He was in the back of like a Chevy Lumina or something.
Yeah.
Um,
In the trunk, and he popped it out.
no, he had a hole.
Yeah.
He drilled a hole.
A Ludacris song came on my Spotify the other day, and he has a line where he goes, "I slang him out the trunk like the DC sniper."
Damn.
It's pretty good.
Luda.
They caught that guy, right?
Yeah, it was him and his like stepson, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah. That beats. See, we're a topical podcast. You wanted to do the news, big guy. This is what we got.
It's going to rain next week.
22 years ago. So you gotta. So I go in there and I typically get either that Mondo bottle of water, like the real big Poland Spring, not like the.
I know. I
liter.
hate that. They're too hard to use.
It's too big, but so
You got to get through half of that quick. Then you're chilling.
They were running a special on the 2 liter ones, so I got 2 of the liter Johns.
You're price checking at 7-Eleven at 2:30 in the morning?
No, it's just those are better sizes.
Okay.
And I go, that's the one I like.
Wait, with the squirt on top?
No,
Hate that.
but it's like this big.
I feel like I'm drinking dish soap.
You know what I mean? It's
I
like-
know, and it has the more diamond type head.
Yeah.
That's classy.
Classy. So they were like 2 for $3, and that's my size. That's my go-to size. Way bigger than the smaller one. The bottle cap, the sucker cap stinks. That's the best.
Get
product.
rid of that shit. What the fuck are you doing?
That's the best product they have. So I grabbed 2 of them. I'm like, I'm fucking psyched. I'm gonna crush one, probably half now, half in the car, and I got one for night. Perfect when I get home.
You get a nibble
get
when you
it
get
in-
home?
Well, I can't because the dog's in the kitchen.
He starts sniffing. Is he a beggar?
Oh, he's in the crate.
Oh, okay.
First of
But
all,
he would start
I have to
freaking
show
out.
you a picture of his crate. It's the size of this room. It's huge.
But if you got home that late, he was in the crate, you started whipping up an omelet, would he be? He'd want to get out?
Not necessarily. No, he's a lazy guy.
My mom's dogs, man. They're
might-
fucking all over you.
It's a coin flip.
Okay.
And like he could be like, and then you're up, and then it's like he might start whining that he has to go to the bathroom because he's not used to being up then. Then I'm outside again. I'm already in my underoos. It's a whole thing. Just to avoid the whole situation.
I can't go into a cabinet fucking down at my mom's. I fucking look up and those 2 fuckers are fucking eyeballing me.
Dude, if I have a pack of snacks, if I just touch it, I'll just turn and look, and my cat's sitting at my feet like, what's up?
Oh,
What we
yeah.
got going on over here,
Yeah.
buddy?
Because it's like the pouch for the treats.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I do while I'm in that Sev. I've been skipping dinner a lot for the most part, eating like a later lunch, skipping dinner. But now it's like I haven't eaten in fucking, I don't know, 10, 12 hours or something. 100 cigs. The stomach's like feels like it's eating itself. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right.
I want to get off the heaters.
I grabbed a pack of goldfish. You know, I like a nice goldfish. It's like this big. It's bigger than the Cheez-It bag.
I know what you're talking about.
Not the best late night snack, but it's also like it's not. I didn't go to Joe's and get 2 slices of pizza or whatever. I'm like, call this 200-300 calories. That's my dinner, whatever. It's late, but I'm rewarding myself. I had a hard night of comedy. I just came off the road for 12 fucking days. 3 o'clock in the morning. Cut me some fucking.
You gonna
fries.
woof that down in the Uber?
This is welcome to the turkey. So I always ask if I'm sober. I'll just be like, I feel like goldfish are a pretty clean snack for the most part. It's not like messy. There's no smell to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think the backseat of SUVs across America would disagree with you, man.
And this SUV I also got into because I go, hey, man, I did have a couple beers in me. I go, hey, man, you mind if I have some crackers? I'm a nice guy. I'll ask. If he goes, no. And I didn't know what to call him.
So crazy.
I didn't know if there were I don't know if he would know goldfish. He
wasn't
he wasn't from here. He had immigrated here.
Everybody knows goldfish.
I don't know though. But if he doesn't, then he's like, well, you're not eating goldfish in my what the fuck? You got a carnival, pal?
Fucking freak.
Yeah.
Fuck
or
out of my
maybe he
car.
wants some and he's like, he doesn't go I was just like, to prevent any language barrier, I'm going, can I have some crackers? They're in the cracker aisle, right?
They aren't a chip.
I had a
What are they
grown man saying, "Do you mind if I have some
I
crackers?"
know.
That sounds like you're doing whippets back there, which I've done.
Baked snacks?
That would be even weirder.
Yeah, do you mind if I have any baked snacks?
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I enjoy a low calorie salted baked
They're called
snack?
Pepperidge Farm Goldfish Crackers.
Okay.
They've been making family smile for decades.
That's
Patent
pretty good.
pending.
Did you just make that up?
No.
Pretty good.
It's the fucking tag. It's the mission statement, baby.
It's the masthead, dog.
So we go, okay, they're baked with goodness. They're fun, baked with goodness, like real cheese. And really, really yummy.
They're good.
And we'll
Perfect
ruin
amount of salt.
the backseat of an Uber Black. Because I opened these.
Does he say yes?
He goes, yeah, sure, whatever you want. I go, thanks. I go to open this up. A little too much gusto in the yank. Dude, the bag shreds in half, and they're all over the place. All over my lap.
Flopping around in
Dude,
the backseat.
down in, like, you know how they get deep, like, whatever you draw, it gets deep down in your fucking grundle? Dude,
Like
they're
a 3-year-old.
They're swimming down there like it's a cave, dude. They're going deep. These things are
Going spelunking.
Yeah, these fish are deep diving down in the fucking cooch. They're all over the floor.
Jesus
And I'm
Christ.
like, maybe I probably had about 4 beers, and I'm like, to the point where I'm like, he might have not have heard that. You know what I mean? Like, and then he turns the light on and goes, he turns the dome light on. He fucking hits the floodlights on the kid.
Jesus Christ.
He goes, you need some help back there? I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. I'm like picking them up, but now I'm still starving. So I'm like eating the ones that are like on my lap and stuff. I'm like, I'm good, man. Totally good. I do this
Little
all the
armor
time.
all never hurt anybody.
Oh, and then I'm like, oh, fucking idiot. All right. So I'm like, all right, I cleaned that up. I mean, I cleaned up what I saw and or could. I got out. I had to do like a prop when I got out of the car.
Proper sweep up.
Yeah.
Man.
I took out had the floor mat out at 3:30 a.m. in front of my apartment.
You got it in that machine like at the car wash? It's funny. I had a thing with the Uber driver the other day, too. I left my earpod case in the car and came up, hit up Uber, blah, blah, blah. Finally got a hold of the guy. I was like, hey, man, is there any way you could drop it off? And in the thing, it says they'll charge you a $20 whatever
Something,
fee.
yeah.
You're paying for that, so I'm out.
Who?
You.
I'm paying
It's
for
on the card, whatever.
Sure. He really chooses when he decides whose money it is from time to time.
Uber overdraft fees. That's all you.
Yeah, right. It's all that kind of shit. All this shit. He's like, well, it's not my money. It's like,
You know,
it's fucking
Kippy?
your money. Yeah.
He comes. We were recording. Fucking couldn't see him. Next, I'm like, hey man, can I get those back? He's like, I'll be there tomorrow. Fucking run downstairs. He's like, here you go, man. Thanks so much. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm like, what's your Venmo? I didn't even cash on me. I was cash light. And he's like, nah, I don't got Venmo. And I'm like, no Venmo, huh?
Oh, see you later. You want some goldfish? My boy's got some goldfish.
I was like, what about PayPal? He's like, nah, no PayPal. I'm
That's
like,
off the grid.
All
Cash
right.
App.
All right. No PayPal, huh? And he's like, nah. Oh, my God, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
You ghosted him?
No, what am I, a fucking dirtbag? I went to
Yeah.
I went to a very suspect ATM, unfortunately. And
Hang on, I gotta get my identity stolen real quick.
yeah, that's what I felt.
You would
like.
just want to do it now?
God damn it. Yeah, I gave him $40 and fucking went on my way.
Nice of you.
And then watched for charges. It
Um,
was your fucking vape store.
Oh, nice. Love that guy.
Yeah, but he was sitting right next to the ATM.
no, that's not his. They go upstairs next door. You went to the one right here.
You go upstairs?
Oh, that's the homie, dude.
Yeah, they go to like an office building.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
For quite a discount.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Imagine selling vapes and not having a storefront. That guy's in.
How'd you find that guy?
You know,
Craigslist?
Ryan D?
pure instinct.
Jesus. So now
There's
I'm even more
strawberry
worried.
cloud around here somewhere.
Because the guy was sitting right next to the ATM, which is a major social faux pas. Get the fuck
3
away.
feet.
3 feet. This guy was This guy
I'm
was.
saying give him 3 feet.
This guy was looking at the screen and he was doing something on his phone and it wasn't watching fucking Skinflix like Gippy. He had some fucking
Sure.
data encrypted thing going on. So I'm like, this guy's stealing everything. Fucking wallet sucked
Wallet's
out of my pocket.
I always wanted to. I always had the thought of like I kind of like going to bad ones, the standalone Johns that are just like on the street.
There was nothing more shady than the one next door to Mamoon's in the West Village.
That one's all right. That's too high traffic.
The outside one?
Yeah, that's high traffic.
You're-
No, you know what one's shadier?
There's only one reason you're taking money out of that ATM.
falafel.
No.
The one down,
Cocaffle.
the one next to Ben's is shadier than that.
Dude, I would rather.
I've used that a bunch. Sometimes I feel like there's a guy in there just writing down my card information. Just give me 1 minute, pal.
Like at Men in Black 2?
Yeah, open it up. Speaking. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I just had something for you, fellas.
What's that?
I have some tales I've been playing close to the chest.
Okay, I like this.
So, weekend in Vegas with some of our close
The
friends.
placing of this light is insane.
I know, it's
right,
bad.
It's right down our noses.
I know.
It's making me cross-eyed.
It was
Hey,
really
you're messing up the continuity.
We talked about it.
So down there in Vegas, 4 days with some of our best buddies.
Skankfest.
Skankfest.
Toby went to Skankfest. We couldn't do it. I had a thing in the morning. He was moving around.
First of all, shout out to I saw every single one of our tour shirts.
No shit.
Yep.
Love
That's
the
awesome.
fucking homies and bozos, man. The
Best.
Army of Garbage is literally the fucking best.
Thanks, gang.
Best in the biz. I'll put them up against any army.
I saw a middle class famous shirt. And I was like, "Oh, dude, you're down." And then 5 minutes later, I saw a Keep It Moving shirt, and I was like, "This is
You
the guy."
saw the guy that bought one? Yeah. Sold about 9 of them, Jones.
It was awesome. Everyone was so nice. Tonello, the Tonellos were down there.
Shout out to Alex.
The Tonellos.
Mr. and Mrs. T.
In one day, I saw Mr. and Mrs. Tonello in head-to-toe Phillies gear.
No shit.
3 hours later, full suit.
They get around.
3 hours later, full Eagles gear. I couldn't believe the costume changes were
He's got a lot of gear.
He does.
It was
He
awesome.
got a lot of fitteds, too.
Yeah, he likes to
Probably
fit it.
tucks his ears in them, too.
At Alex T.
It was awesome. But we maybe the second day, me and Sam Talon are over there at the old El Cortez.
Nose
Shout
is
out to
wide
the,
open.
the Dan Cortez Casino. Love it.
A legendary shithole.
One of my favorite, one of my favorite moments of my life was spent at those 3 hours at that blackjack table laughing with my friends.
I was on a heater. I was up about 700 at one point.
Uh-huh.
And I was down.
I cashed out all right.
Did you?
I think I made out about $1,000 on a weekend.
He really flubs those numbers, though. Have you noticed that yet? His gambling numbers are
The kid does well.
flubbed. He doesn't. He leaves a lot of stuff off the books when it comes to that.
Like what?
You manipulate. I think you're always a little more ahead than you say you are. I've
You
noticed.
think I'm more ahead than I say I am?
No.
That's what you just said.
I said you're always okay. You're always more. You always say you're more ahead than you really are.
When?
You like.
I've won
you'll-
about
you'll-
5 bets in the past 5 years. I'm constantly tanking.
Just saying. You're not with me on this?
No, I think he keeps it pretty accurate.
I mean, fuck you guys then.
I mean, I'm also not counting pennies. I'm rounding and going like, all right, I think I lost 300 there. I won 400 here. That's 100. I'm not like.
See, it's that stuff. Those numbers aren't accurate.
Yeah, you don't. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold. You don't count your chips when you're at the table, baby.
Yo, never count your chips at the table.
Why?
What do you fucking know? What you stunad?
Never count your chips at the table. How are you gonna know how much you have?
You don't. You play the game the way the game is supposed to be played, and then you cash out when you cash out. The up or down.
You can have like a. I can sit there and eyeball it and go like, all right, that's. I cash in 100. I'm sitting with 250. Like
I can't do the math that quick. You did teach me to put the bigger chips in your pocket, which I do appreciate.
That's your Roth IRA right there.
I
You get a black chip, plinko, that goes right down in the pockets.
I do appreciate your wisdom and your
Yeah, but I just want to shit on you publicly,
calmness
even
at
though
the table.
even though I've
It
helped.
seems like you
I've helped
flipped the numbers a little bit.
What number? That's what I'm saying. What numbers? You just say that.
Yeah.
Why would I lie about making an extra $200 when I think I've statistically lost every fucking time?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, so what numbers am I flubbing?
I don't know. Whatever.
Nah, get out of here.
Go ahead, T-Bone.
So we're at the El Cortez.
Just a fucking hater.
Me and Sammy T, and we're on the far side of the table, and we both within about 10 minutes of sitting down.
Hold on. Blackjack?
Blackjack.
The table we were at?
Nah, other side.
Ooh.
They raised
I don't like that side.
they raised the price of El Cortez. It's $15 a goddamn hand these days.
It was 5 or maybe 10.
It was
before.
10.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
It's a good time.
it was nice. It was
That
fun.
means you're doing good.
They're doing all right.
That restaurant in the back's pretty good, too. You get a nice steak.
Sure
Prime
can.
rib.
And you know what else you can?
Hit me.
You know what else you can get down there?
Sugar-free Red Bulls.
A very loose dealer who will show you her hole cards.
Really?
Sammy T and I clocked that she was this lady was tipping her cards. Me and Sammy are like, we can't lose, baby. We lost big.
That's all a trick.
They somehow always win.
It's the house, baby.
Well, you have 17. You know that she has 18. It's like I hit, I guess.
Yeah.
It didn't help at all.
Yeah, man, that's bad.
We thought we had the keys to the casino, man. We both left down like 300.
Jesus.
Idiots.
But I had one of the coolest moments of my entire life down there. Saturday, second day, hosting a show, packed. Thank you so much to everyone who came out. So many people were so nice. I was like, I'm hosting a show, it'll be fine. It was packed. Tons of fucking homies and bozos there. We're doing the show. It's great. Bunch of homies on the show. Little Sass, killing. Joe List, killing. And they go, Ron White might pop down.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
And I was like, no shit. So sure enough, halfway through the show, who walks out wearing a nice, cool, all-leather fucking satchel?
Looks great.
Looks great.
Looks in great shape. Good tan. Hair's white.
Hair's white, ponytail.
Yeah.
Awesome. He comes up to me and he goes, hey, man, you the MC? And
I am.
I go, yes, sir, Mr. White. And he goes, all right, buddy, do me a favor. None of that legend shit, none of that funny. I go, yeah, they fuck you, huh? They go, this is the funniest guy in the universe. And he's like, man, I can't follow that shit. And I was
Also,
like,
he can.
yeah, he's the funniest man to ever live.
Of course.
So I bring him up. Place goes nuts. I just sat on the side of the stage. He is a master, dude.
Love him.
Sure.
Love him.
Didn't touch the mic, didn't move.
He sways behind it a little bit. Like,
Just killing, dude.
He doesn't
that.
hold the mic, does he?
No.
No.
It's in the stand.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
Ooh.
Dude, because he used to have a cigar and a fucking scotch and just fucking.
Yeah.
And
Man,
buddy,
like a pip. That's sweet.
I'm telling you, this guy ripped it. And I walked up on stage, he's coming off, and I shook his hand. And I'm looking him in the eye, and I go, man, you killed. And he goes, oh, thanks, buddy. And I just walked to the mic like, oh, shit.
Fucking Ron White,
It
everybody.
was so sick, dude.
Nice.
That's
It was
awesome.
incredible.
And you had a good time, buddy.
I did, and then you'll love this fully.
Okay.
I believe it was the last night or second to last night. It's like 5 a.m. I'm going in my hotel room. I'm riding in the
Shuttle.
in the elevator
Mm-hmm.
with a guy wearing a staff badge, and I believe his name was Ben. And he goes, "Hey man, big fan of the show." And I was like, "Oh shit, thanks so much." He goes, "I'm Ben. I'm volunteering to be the medical on site or whatever." I was like, "Oh shit, you're a doctor, man?" He goes, "Yeah, I am a doctor, and I love your show." And I walked out, and I started to tear up, dude.
Damn,
I was
doctors.
doctors and fucking lawyers and plumbers and all these fucking people who were so nice and loved the
Drug
show.
addicts, alcohol.
Yeah,
we run
dude.
the gamut, baby.
It was awesome.
What's this got to do with me?
Well, it's a sweet story about how nice the people who like the show are.
Fucking guy. huh?
Suck.
I mean,
God damn it.
fucking Spike Strip McGee over here.
Yeah, and then I ate.
I had to do it.
Then I ate
I
too.
respect the move.
Then I ate too many mushrooms and slept through football Sunday and saw a guy in a Rascal Scooter dressed as Pennywise the Clown, and I was like, "That's Vegas, baby."
Welcome to
Now
Fremont.
that I like.
Welcome to Fremont.
Shout out
Street.
to Ben.
I got something. I forgot about this. So like you said, we traveled all last week. I got home, had a fucking weekend full of spots. Didn't get to really see the bird because she was out with her cousins in town, so they're hanging. So I guess it's like Sunday. It's Monday, right? We're off. We're not recording. We took Monday off, I think.
That Friday it was real rainy, and I didn't move.
Oh, I didn't. I only left. I left the house at 10:00 every night just to go do spots. I was on the couch, fucking. Dude, one day I crushed a bacon, egg, and cheese and a sausage, egg, and cheese for breakfast.
Jesus.
Pizza, I was doing it. Sammy's.
Look at you.
Need to recoup a little bit. But so Monday we're like, oh, we don't have shit going on, or whatever it was. I'm like, let's fuck it. It was Monday. She's like, let's go. Let's do something tomorrow. You know what I mean? We hadn't seen each other. I'd just been fucking on the couch. I'm like, all right, let's go. And we're like, let's go downtown. We'll fucking walk through like the West Village and Soho, grab lunch or something somewhere. So we're in the West Village. You know how like there's like a lot of hoity-toity stores up as you get out further west into the West Village.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like designer. You go in, it's like $500 for a fucking sweater and shit like that. And she knows the brands, and she's a real saver. She doesn't mind being like, oh, I'll spend money, but like she needs a deal. Like it's like 20% off, 10%. But like she can't pay retail, this broad. Can't do it. So she likes going and looking at like the clear and just seeing what she can get just for a sale, which I respect. So we're walking down the street, and it's kind of funny. I bump into this girl I know from high school, and she's like, we get out of the cab, we get out of the Uber, we're walking down the street. It's her, and she's like, Kevin. I'm like, holy shit, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. You know, she's like, she also hit me with, you still doing shows?
Ooh.
And I was like, whoa, fucking ducky. I'm like, you can't tell me shit. I got my broad. I got my fucking new set of shoes on. I'm out for a day in New York. Just fucking did 7 sold-out shows on the West Coast.
How's your comedy going?
It wasn't.
Really fucking good.
It wasn't that. It kind of just came, you know, it was just like.
I still hate somebody that did that to me years ago at a fucking.
I know.
It was like an 8th grade birthday party, 8-year-old birthday party. You still doing your acting? Fucking dumb bitch. Shut the fuck.
Stupid twat.
And I had to be like, no, I'm doing comedy now. Like,
Oh, are you? That. Hey,
I
Henry,
might as well have said I was juggling.
Henry, what are you failing at now? What art form are you floundering with? Have you tried mime school yet?
Man.
Oh, they
I
still
was
got
wearing-
that buffalo chicken burger, bear burger.
Those NYU students still riding you?
Man, I was wearing a fucking pair of fucking Old Navy
I
jeans
remember, dude.
and a fucking
They-
black hoodie that had stains on it and shit. Man, I was pissed. I went into the fucking game truck and sat there for about 2 hours playing Mortal Kombat
Oh, man.
with a
that's fucking
7-year-old.
great. Who kept beating him. He was cheating. He knew all the codes.
He flubbed the numbers like Kippy. Man,
He only had one move.
that shit stung.
Yeah, and it was like a little bit of that, but this is the first time that's obviously when that happens when you don't have any sort of career it's a real kick in the dick. This one it just kind of came off that way. I genuinely don't think she meant it that way. I think it was just more of like, oh, I see you're doing. She could have just been a word choice of like a lot of shows, and you're still doing.
That's an Uber XL you just saw me jump out of, honey.
As Uber Black XL. I was with the lady.
That's a city bike I just got off of. Electric.
That pedals for you.
Jesus.
So she's like, and I just kind of like, but she hit me with it's the all-time comedy thing of like, she's like, let me know when you're doing a show in Philly. And I'm like, because she's from Philly, she was up here visiting. And I'm like, hey, we're actually doing 2 December 20th or December.
That's funny, you dumb twat. They're actually.
I got about to sell out my second fucking theater show. But it was one of those things that I never do. But it was more of like, just I was in a good mood. Beautiful day. I got my bird with me. I'm fucking going to see the town. You know how. Let me know when you're doing a show in Philly. I want to come. I go, hey, December 20th. Doing one.
That's a pretty sick fucking theater, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's pretty one of the fucking biggest venues in the fucking in the goddamn city. And first one's already sold out. Shout out to the Army Garbage. And immediately,
Shout out to 'em.
I'm not even. This isn't even a joke on the speed of the rebuttal. I was like, hey, oh, she goes, oh, I'd love to come to a show in Philly. I go, oh, we're doing one December 20th. I got 3 kids. And I was like, okay. That was her excuse of like, well, I got 3 kids. I'm like, all right.
The fuck you asked me
I
for
just
then?
said, I'm like, well,
Fucking stop me on a Sunday?
ladies, why don't you just lie and go, all right, cool. Just immediately she followed me, immediately threw up a roadblock in the conversation. No yes and. No, I got 3 kids stuff. I went, okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, yeah, do you?
Fucking, it was kind of funny. Me and the lady had a nice laugh about that. I go, that happens to comedians all the time. I'd love to see a show. I'm performing in your bedroom tomorrow. I can't make it. You know, it's like that happens when you're coming up in comedy. It's just, I'd love to see a show. Here it is. Not coming. I said, I don't fucking need you anymore. So we go for a stroll.
So you're still a skank. Huh?
Fucking, she was an old fling, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You're getting out in an Uber in Soho with the piece with you?
That's not the piece. My mom's the piece.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just called my wife on.
Good-looking lady.
Sure. I mean, yeah, this is my wife.
Sophisticated? Mm-hmm. Nice. You really went bald there, didn't you?
Man,
she hit you.
One of my all-time favorite scenes of Seinfeld. That has to be it.
Sure.
Sure went bald there, didn't you?
What do
you do a lot of that. Have you ever noticed kind of stuff? Did you ever see that one? Oh, it's great.
At the diner, he's faking. He's
the big race.
Yeah. It starts with Duncan. So what I forgot about that. I just remembered this. So we leave.
Man, that really bothered me. That bothered me.
Why? Oh, it's great. I had
does.
won. I was just like, we're doing a show. I can't come. I don't need you to come. It's gonna fucking take the army of garbage has my back, baby. I don't fucking need you anymore. Fucking scavats.
Kicked in the fucking balls.
Meanwhile, it's like, yeah, I'm doing all right.
I wasn't at the time.
So, what? When you I've been stabbed a bunch with that.
I think I had egg salad on my face.
You make a living doing that? No. That's what you got to do. That.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go sit in my parents' car.
More of a side hustle.
Oh, yeah. Not yet. It's kind of like, yeah, dude, you know how many, you make a living like that? Nah, I still got a day job. Just fucking.
I'll never forget her.
Fucking asshole.
I'll have my vengeance.
In this life or another. You knew Henry Foley? I did not say I knew him. I said he touched me on the shoulder.
I said he borrowed $20 from me one time.
I said he ate the half of my burger one time.
Which I tried to...
borrow some money?
No, I tried to get some redemption from her at my aunt's funeral.
That's the time and place. Hey, how can I make this about me and a 5-year-old vengeance?
But she never came into my circle. But anytime I've seen her since then, I
go over, drop 100. Making it rain. I'm sorry. You hit her with a stack of bills.
Every time I've seen her since then, I've iced her.
I'm sure she's devastated. Hey, you're still doing it. I'm a podcaster now, lady. I'll have you know. Me and my fucking idiot friends.
Man, that
God.
shit stings.
Dude, so that wasn't even the story. We get to this story's gonna suck compared to that one. The one I wanted to tell. We go into this clothing shop down there. It's like a sneaker shop, right? Down that strip. There ain't nothing for me on that strip. You know what I mean?
I'm aware.
I'm a black T-shirt. I got Gap jeans. I do like a cooler pair of shoes. Nothing too crazy. Nice pair of Nikes is what I like.
Coffee on them.
Coffee all over them. So I'm like, all right, let's. We're walking down. I'm like, oh, there's like a bunch of sneaks in the store, like in the front. I'm like, oh, let's pop in there. It's the only thing I can really look at. We're all looking for her. She's just kind of window shopping.
What's she getting?
Nothing.
Whatever.
Neither one of us got anything all day. So
I might ask you this before, but how do you do in those situations when they're looking for nothing? Does she say, what do you think of this? Do you like this? Do you like that?
Yeah. I care. I feel like I care. I think I know what she looks good in.
I feel like no matter
And
what
like,
I say, it's not going to be enough. And this isn't on the bird. It's just on me. I don't give a shit. If it makes you happy and you want it, fucking get it. And I'm in such the mentality of the only time I do that shit is when I'm getting something. You know what I mean?
I can picture you really watching a UFO video going, looks great.
Yeah.
I just want to get. I just want to get out of there, and I don't even know where I want to go to.
I know, it's anxiety.
I just want to get out of there. Just fucking get it. Just get it.
Selfishness, though.
Is it?
You're putting what you want ahead of what they want.
It's not what I want. That's what I need.
Kids gotta move.
Yeah,
I get it. But no.
I don't understand the. Yes, it's nice. You like it? I like it. They fucking get it. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a dick.
Is that not cool?
No, that's rude.
It's not Sunday vibes.
Yeah, no, that's not chill.
I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to get better at it. But I'm just I'm great.
Well, why don't you genuinely care? Like you do care about something. You can have an opinion on it.
If we were in like an action figure store or something like that, and she was showing me like a new Skeletor or something, I'd be like, it's fucking sweet.
I know, but like you're in a relationship, you have to take some sort of interest in what they're interested in.
I do.
You just said you don't. I mean, what did you'll just lie? Just lie? Yeah, just go. I don't know. I like it, or like, yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Do you care about a wooden bowl where the keys go in the front of the apartment?
Yeah, sure, I like it. We can use it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I give them that, but then they don't get it.
Okay,
it's like what'd you ask me for if you're not going to get it?
I understand what you're saying, but you're not
get
coming off as like a nice guy. I mean, and I know those vibes of yours. It's very harsh.
I got to work on it.
I
apologize.
I do it. I'm not saying by no means am I fucking perfect. I've done that, of course. I don't. But like, you are harsh with that stuff. You don't have good bedside manner, and you're not a good communicator, which we've learned in previous.
Is that true? I'm not a good communicator. Ugly.
What was that?
Do you know?
Can you understand me?
Do you know how many times I've watched you like silently sulk, and then been looking at you like doing the mental math of, okay, could this possibly be about me?
You did
in
it
some
yesterday.
way?
You did it yesterday. Yeah. You're like, how are we good, bud?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a thing you have to say.
Which we weren't.
No one else has to say that. Everybody says that to you.
What?
Me, Luke, and Toby all go, we good?
Yeah.
I've never had to say that to Toby. Toby's never had to say that to me.
I've had to say that to you.
Yeah, usually after you've caused some sort of mess or disturbance.
Fair enough.
I mean, like...
Huh.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you understand.
But it's not always about you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have to do the math.
Know, yeah. Toby's never been like, if Toby knows I'm...
If it was always about me, we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
I think it'd be closer, to be honest with you. That's what I'm used to. Huh.
Yeah, I don't.
Sometimes I'm just in my head.
Yeah, you can just go, nah, man, I'm in my head. But, sure, this is unpacking. At the same time, you do have silent vengeances.
Yes, I do.
Right? So, and we all know that.
In abundance.
In abundance, and we all know that.
In abundance? You made me sound like the DC sniper.
You couldn't fit in a trunk.
Out the back of a school bus, maybe.
Why was he getting people pumping gas? That's a real dickhead move.
I think it was religious-ish. I think it was...
Over gas?
No, I think that was just easy piss. You know, they're standing there. But there was other things. I think just a handful were at the gas. I think he was... I think it was like a holy war type thing. If I remember,
Some chick made fun of him at an 8-year-old's birthday party. You still doing your killing people thing? Nothing on that?
Yeah. So, but
anyway, I apologize, and I'm trying to get better at it.
Sure.
And I'm not like in there yelling at anybody.
In where?
In like when she's shopping or whatever. It's not like that.
I know. I understand that.
The reason I brought up is I just don't understand it. Is what it is. If you want something, you go and you get it. But I do see perusing like a toy aisle. I get that.
Yeah, so that's their toys. But how did you not put that together?
There's no spaceships in there.
Yeah, again, it's what you like. You're going, I like this. So you can't, you don't do that a lot. You don't put yourself in other people. I should say that you never put yourself in other people's shoes. I'm very empathetic. I put in other people's shoes and emotions and stuff like that. I don't think you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I would say it's the opposite of that.
I don't put myself in other... yeah. What do you mean? Like, if the service is slow at a restaurant or something like that, hey, guy's probably busy. I'm good with that kind of stuff. Isn't that putting yourself in other people's shoes?
Yeah, but in a thing you've super experienced as a busy waiter.
Or somebody, I wouldn't freak out on the Hudson News guy because the whatchamacallit wasn't working.
I apologize for that. It was a long day of travel. I'm not, listen, by no means am I sitting here saying I'm fucking perfect. I screamed at a fucking Hudson News guy, and what you'll soon see, a clothing store proprietor.
If you let me finish my story.
I am by no means a saint.
All right, I got to get better on that.
Sure. Yeah. While we're here, one of the things we talked about it on the last episode of like the communication with the waiter. I think you think your communication isn't always great. Like we said the other day, it's like tonality and stuff.
Hey, Toby, how are you?
No, we were talking about something. We were looking at something on the phone, and you're like, I thought we were doing that already. Remember that? I was like,
Yes.
And me and you both looked eyes and were like, I was like, dude, that was rude or something, how you said that. You're like, I didn't mean it that way. And I'm like, I know.
Fucking idiots.
But I'm going, if you're communicating with two other people and the other two people go, whoa, that was rude.
Unless you're both against me.
I see. And you're like, and then you did it.
And I didn't mean it like that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. The way you communicate things isn't maybe not how you mean them, but you are not aware a lot of times of how you are coming off.
Like Toby in the restaurants?
No, that's slanderous. This is
nicely
such
played.
Fucking bullshit.
And we're back.
No way. I'm a delight to dine with.
No,
So we-
you're not.
So
No, this is such fucking dog shit.
Ask Nicolas Cage. You put him in a headlock a week ago.
We were roughhousing.
That's funny.
What happened at the store?
So we walk in. This guy, real cool store-ish. Not, again, like, it's like streetwear, cool.
Security guard in a black suit up front?
No.
Okay.
Kind of like a
That's when you know you can't afford nothing.
higher end, like, fashion, like, streetwear-ish. Not my style. Like, I might wear a t-shirt.
Really nice Tweety Bird jackets.
Kind of, but not even that. But just,
It's a Tweety Bird jacket.
that's, like, cool. That's, like, streetwear shit.
Yeah, they always have like
a
Looney
Looney Tunes,
Tunes.
yeah.
Really? That's carnival shit where I come from.
I know, it's cool now. It's, like, it's
No, it's
ironically cool, yeah.
I
So
always thought Sylvester the cat got a bad rap.
I loved him.
Loved him.
Sly?
Yeah. He was all right.
So we're in there, and I'm looking at this one, looking at the shoes. My wife's looking at shoes, and he's like, right away, rude to my wife. I didn't hear. I heard them talking. I didn't know that they had a bad interaction. I was like over here. My wife was like looking at the women's clothes, and he asked her something, and she said, "Oh," and I guess he heard her accent and was like, "How long you in town for?" or something.
Can I say something?
Uh-huh.
There is, I'm sure this is a character flaw. There is nothing that pisses me off more than if we're in New York in a restaurant and they say, or somewhere, and they say, "Where are you guys from?" I fucking live here, pussy.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
That happened to me years ago walking through the West Village with my ex and her mother.
Carrying my luggage. I mean, it's a dead giveaway.
Just like I work at Tyson Chicken.
You got a map?
A comedy Barker did that. And it was we were walking, and he was walking backwards and like talking to us. So, where are you guys from? And like hitting us with that, and we had been like, no, we're okay. Oh, where are you guys from? And like really putting the. It's funny is I probably know who that was.
Sure.
But I just wouldn't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He probably didn't last in comedy.
Hey, I'll have you know I bomb at the Village Lantern every night.
No, this was
on the late show.
This was 10 years before I did comedy.
Oh, the first time.
But it was in front of the Village Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Oddly enough.
Oh yeah, we would know the name and or the crew he rolled with.
You reap what you sow. Because I was doing the same thing 10 years later.
Yeah, I know. We're out there smoking.
Hey, what are you being a dick for?
Easy, simple enough. Funny you bring that up. After the store incident, we walked down Bleecker Street to Soho, right by the old Village Lantern, at the very two mailboxes where it all started. Two mailboxes outside the Village Lantern on Bleecker and on Sullivan and on Sullivan and Bleecker.
Yeah.
We sat out there, smoked about 5,000 cigarettes, drank about 400 frozen margaritas.
Got about 8,000 fights.
Oh yeah.
Arguments.
So
anyway, I know that's a character flaw, but for some reason that pisses me off.
no, I mean I get it. It's like
and even in any way, I don't think anybody should be asking anybody that anyway.
Sure, I get it.
What the fuck's it your
They're
business?
trying to close. They go, oh, let's make a connection. Oh, I've been to Toledo.
By insulting you like you're some country bumpkin or something like that. What if I am? Just fucking show me a size 10.
Then
will
you don't see it coming.
Size 12.
So they whatever. I heard something. I thought a lot of times my wife hits it off in those kind of, she'll crack a joke, they laugh, whatever. So I kind of thought.
See, that'll piss me off even more. Be mean to me, all right. If you're mean to the bird, or when somebody's mean to you,
yeah,
ooh, Uncle Hanky.
I don't think it was mean to her. I think it's just like weird, like abrasive,
rude. What do you say?
No,
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, it's okay. It was more of just like he's like, oh, where are you from or something? She's like, oh, I'm from Germany originally. I live here. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I just figured it's a Monday at noon. You're not working. Like, you're on vacation or something. And shit, that.
You never heard of crypto, dickhead?
Did you ever hear of podcasting? I married a bald
fucking
guy.
Working from home. It's post-pandemic.
I know.
I could be on my lunch break.
Not defending this guy by any means, but I do get it. The accent, during the day, it is a touristy thing. It's not fucking crazy. It's New York. It's not like we're in fucking. I don't know. I kind of get it.
And he apologized.
I don't know. Yeah, but whatever. So, but then kind of made it weird with like, oh, I just figured your money. I don't know. It just got weird for a second. But I didn't see all this happen. I learned this afterwards. But so then I'm looking at this one, kind of like a fucking, just like a
shirt that don't fit.
Yeah, let's call it that. Like an overshirt, kind of. You know what I mean? Like something I would wear on stage.
Oh,
like
your
a
button down.
Yeah, it was like a black button down.
You're not jackets.
Not jackets.
Yeah, they look like shirts, but they're jackets, or they're
jackets.
They look.
It was like an overshirt coat
Okay.
type thing. And the only thing I would wear in there, and it was black, or there was I had a dark gray one, and they were just like too cool. Like the collars were real big, and the button was. It just like I was like, oh, this is the only thing I'll attempt to put on. And I thought she was looking at stuff, so I'm like, I'm just killing time. Put it on. I'm like, nah, it's not really my vibe. It's just kind of too weird. And then like a store associate, she was talking to the owner, and like an associate came over.
The owner?
He was the owner, we found out. So he was like,
would you hire a PI?
No, he proceeded to shove it in the conversation it got real like, what are you doing? Like Coke energy, but not Coke. It's like that character defect where you're just like, he's like obtuse.
Huh.
And he's like, so I'm like, I don't know. Some kid's like, I'll try this one. And I put it on. I'm like, and now he sees my wife's not buying anything. So he's like, we got a guy trying something on. He's like, this lady don't even work. She ain't paying the bills. She's fucking walking around at noon on a Monday. Girl ain't got no money.
Hey, lady, don't walk on the lot unless you want to buy.
So he sees me trying something on, and now that store had cleared out, small store, but it cleared out, and I'm the only guy in there trying something on. So he's like, I got to close, right? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's not really my style, and just like being polite. And he's like, no. What's your style? What do you like? What's all like? And I'm like, I don't know, just whatever. I'm looking for just something to, wear over. And he's like, I'm like, these are a little too thick for me, but thanks, He's like, what do you mean? It's perfect. Oh, look at that fit. Look at the fit with the shoes. You get those shoes here? Did you get them here? I got them. Did you get them here? I'm like, nah, I think I got them online. It's like, why are you buying online, dude? I'll get them here. Easy peasy. Just hit me up. I'll take care. Like, these are the vibes. And I'm like, this is not my style. So I'm like, all right, man. Thanks a lot. And he's like, oh, I know. I got you.
Hey, man, I work on commission. I'm really desperate. Buy something, please.
But he's the owner. And he's like, I own this whole place. I design everything. These are all my designs. I got you. So he's like, I got something lighter. So I'm like, all right, whatever. At this point, I still didn't know my wife had a scruffle with him. And I'm like thinking she's still interested in the store. I'm over it. But then she comes over to me. And she's like, yeah, I'm ready. But this guy's already down in the back, like squirrel. You can hear him, like, opening boxes.
That's when you run out.
And I know. And I was just like, well, maybe something.
Sorry, our bus is here. You gotta get out of here.
I can get on the A train.
You pull out the map.
So I'm like, all right, fucking, let me just, maybe he comes out with something cool. And I'll go, oh, cool, I'll take it, Dude, so he brings out, like, he's like, oh, it's a shell. And it's like a windbreaker, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, pretty cool-ish, I guess. Like, I would never be, but I'm like, all right, I put it on. And he's like, oh, this is great. And I look over, and I'm like, it's like bunched up here, like right above my elbow. And I'm like, what the fuck? Here, there's a sig hole burnt in it. And he fucking like bunched the fabric around to sew over it.
I like this guy.
I know. So I'm like, oh, this is a defective. I'm like, this is a TJ Maxx for idiots. I'm like, this is fucking defective merchandise he's trying to. So I'm like, nah, I don't like it. And he gives me another one. And I'm like, buddy, these, I can't wear these. I'm like, I got to wear them for work. And they're too hot. I'd be sweating too much. And he's like, what do you do? I'm like, I work in production. He's like, because the last thing I want to say, and my wife didn't hear it. She's like, oh, he's a comedian or something like that.
Ooh.
Like, she says, he overheard her say you couldn't wear that on
He
stage.
does comedy.
Make a living doing that?
Enough to afford your Sigburn clothes. She said to me,
He's trying.
she said to me, you can't wear that on stage. And that's what it was. He goes, stage, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a comic. I might even said entertainer just to fucking something. Or I perform.
Look, Jerry Lewis is coming through, everybody.
I just didn't want follow-up.
An entertainer.
I'm a triple threat.
I smoke, drink, and shit myself.
Man. If I ever
said
hear you
performer.
refer to yourself as an entertainer.
Performer. Or when I
Perform,
perform.
that's even worse.
So I don't want to say comic.
I'm more of a voice of a generation, really.
I'm a songbird. An entertainer.
I didn't say entertainer. I did not say entertainer.
Woo! Let me tell you something, buddy. Kenny Rogers was an entertainer.
Hell of a chicken man, too.
Oh, man. An entertainer.
I didn't say entertainer. I didn't. Perform something. I didn't say comic. I forgot what I said. I didn't say comic.
What'd you say?
I genuinely forget. And
Well, there's not many. There's entertainer. There's performer.
I might have said I perform for. I need to wear it when I perform or something like that. I didn't say comic. I didn't say entertainer.
I work at SeaWorld.
I'm the bucket man.
You got any slickers?
You got any designer waders I can wear?
Something that can cover up mackerel guts.
Something with a fish pocket, preferably.
Oh, bucket man's all right, dude. I'm a bucket man. Woo! Kid's quick with the minnows.
Throw them in his mouth real quick.
When I perform.
I didn't want to say this guy saw. I was trying to get out of there, so I'm going.
You fuck a lot, huh?
No, this is like a no. I'm just giving him those. I go, yeah, I can't wear it. It's too. He goes. Oh, I dress a lot of performers. I'm a designer for a lot of performers. He named 37 people I've never heard of.
Please give me one.
Gary, no, Gary. He did say Gary Clark Jr., which was the only. Which I go, oh yeah.
Nah, he looks cool.
Cool guy.
You can't wear nothing Gary Clark Jr.
Brian Simonson, huh?
Yeah.
Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah, it was all just like.
Wait, were you talking about the guy from the Stray Cats? Who's Brian Simonson?
Name I made up.
Yeah.
Thought I would get a laugh panic. Then I said Kurt Vonnegut.
He's a writer.
Yeah.
Catch 22?
Oh, yeah.
Fahrenheit 451?
Why are we staying here?
I don't know.
Just fucking
Because I'm a bad communicator.
flat tire McGee over here. So I go, no, I gotta get out of it. So dude, now he's like, and then he's like, all right, one last, no. So he gives me those two, and he literally goes, I'm hiding this one. I don't even want to show you this one yet. I'm like, this guy fucking sucks. So I'm like, nah, man, it's too hot. I can't. It's not gonna work for me. Thank you though. And I'm like, now putting my fucking jacket back on, and we're like moving to the front of the store. And he goes, hold on, I got it. You're gonna love it. And pulls out a fucking white denim jean jacket with tassels on it. And I was like, buddy, I gotta go.
Your tigers are going to love this.
Oh, yeah. You blink, I'm standing on the counter.
He looks like that lady motorcycle gang we saw in the
yes,
airport.
It was very, and I'm like, and dude, it was cut here. Like, it was cut all the way up. So, like, it was like 4 flaps. And I'm like, dude. He's like, yeah, and they were doing that fucking sleazeball thing where it's like my arms barely through. He's like, you look amazing. Oh my God, Debbie, look at it. And I'm like, dude, I got to get the fuck out of here.
He just puts it on and goes, now you're entertaining.
Fly me to the
Where are you performing next, by the way?
I'll be at Pittsburgh Improv. That's sold out.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be at fucking Syracuse. No, I'll be at fucking Buffalo Helium.
Buffalo.
That's sold out. The only time you can see us on that leg is the third show out at Toronto.
Yeah. 4 show at it in Chicago. Get tickets for that.
Yeah. That's it, gang. We got our fucking wrapper up.
Man, what a fun
We
one.
overshot the moon on this one.
Gang, we love you to death. We'll see you next weekend.
Love yous. Peace.
Peace.